Good thanks. You are now listening on the one, the force itself at this time. This one here is for all of those elders and ancestors who came before I and I. All of my ancestors who have ascended, and also my ancestors whose blood crieth from the ground. This one here is for those ascended masters who came carrying the red, black, and green flag. Those Bodhisattva. Yes, I get thanks. So, check this out. We're going to pay homage to all of the ascended masters at this time, or ancestors, like Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Dr. Barashango, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Francis C. Wilson, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Dr. Delbert Blair, Dr. C. Freeman Ill, and all of those ancestors who came before I and I carrying the red, black, and green flag. Ashe. See? And I'm going to give big ups to different individuals who all played influence on my awareness. A.A. Rashidi, Renoko Rashidi, Ali Muhammad, Phil Valentine, Ashra Kwesi, Eileen Bay, Amputa Astrologer, of course, Bobby Hemmett, Ito Aymanai, Dr. York, Brother Panic, um, Brother, what's his name? What's that guy name? Anyway, I don't got time to give everybody they big ups, but this one here is also for Horizon Books. Horizon Books used to exist at Ninth and Market in the gallery in Philadelphia. That gallery does not exist anymore. They have knocked the gallery down and rebuilt another one. Cheltenham Mall does not exist anymore. Horizon Books not only existed at Ninth and Market in the gallery, but existed in Cheltenham Mall as a book cart. It developed into Sunrise Books, and then later on, it became Primetime Books. These were just different branches of Horizon Books. See, Horizon Books was more than a bookstore. See, it was way more than a bookstore. But you wouldn't have a clue unless you came to the bookstore. Anyway, um, for those of you who didn't know who I and I was, it's the same young boy from the bookstore, the young fiery Rasta. I'm not as fiery anymore because I've become more grounded and I've gained enlightenment. See, um, but I'm still on a quest and journey to learn how to control my fire. I'm not saying I'm some type of master, but I'm more grounded at this time. So that's why you probably didn't recognize me, because in the bookstore I was always flaming on, and turning into Malcolm X. They used to call me Bookman. Um, they called me Bookman not because of Dutty Bookman, but because I used to sell books for a long time. So that became my name in the hood, and everywhere I went, they would call me Bookman. So I carried that Dutty Bookman energy at that time. I was a fiery young boy. Trust me, I was ready to debate anyone. Hebrew Israelites, Jehovah Witnesses, and anybody that was stepping in my face, trying to bring me to their organization or to their dogma. I would set them on fire. But that was all ego back then. With good intentions, but good intentions, but the fact that I had to flame on them was a little bit of ego. But I flamed on them with the truth, or what I perceived to be the truth at that time. You already know. So, give thanks to Horizon Books and all of the remaining black bookstores that still exist today, like Black and Nobel. So check out blackandnobel.com and please check out Black and Nobel Bookstore. You already know. I worked there for a short period of time too with Brother Ampu, the astrologer. So get thanks. But Horizon Books is my foundation. That's Horizon Books is, you know, you know, I was a kid in a bookstore, not a candy store, but it was like a candy store because I tried to absorb every piece of candy that I could, you know. But anyway, um, give thanks, not Thanksgiving. You know, I say give thanks and not Thanksgiving because why would I give thanks for a situation where they told indigenous people to get down and lay down? And for those who are from Philadelphia, know what get down or lay down means. And if you are from Philly and you never heard that terminology, get down or lay down, then you need to check out some more of the historical aspects of Philadelphia. Anyway, or Shaka Maxim for all my Shaka Maximites. You dig me? So, um, for all my Yama people, descendants of the Olmec or the so-called Olmec. And if you check that word Yama for my so-called Americans or Amarukans or Yamarukans, for all my Yama people from Mother Ama or Yama Ama, seen, or who they call Ama too. Anyway, um, give thanks. Give thanks in advance for those things that you are trying to acquire. Give thanks in advance for those things that you are trying to manifest as if they were already manifested. Feel them, taste them, touch them, hear them as if they have already manifested. And that will speed up that manifestation. So I say that to say, why give thanks to those who told us to get down or lay down? The historical origins of this United Snakes of America is get down or lay down, since who they call Columbus was so-called Christopher Columbus when he came here. And from then on, and when they send all of those other crazy sickos over here from Europe, from the loony bins uh, and from the jails, and they sent them over here. They've been telling indigenous people here to get down and lay down since the beginning. See, so why would I give thanks for a situation where they told indigenous people to get down or lay down? Now, I didn't heard thousands of different lectures, and I've heard multiple different black men and women disseminate information about indigenous people. And I intentionally try not to come across as an angry black man because you have heard 1,000 different angry black men. And the reason is why it's not that I'm telling people not to be angry, is because I don't want to sound like every other angry black man that has come before I, because, I understand when you carry that red, black, and green, it comes with the anger. But I also knows that, I also know that that anger also uh, destroys your aura field and it destroys your light body. So when you get to that degree, when you want to start to do light work, that anger will definitely get in the way, and it gets in the way of manifestation as well. But I'm not here to tell you not to be angry or to be angry. I'm just here to tell you what anger does to your aura field. And carrying that red, black, and green, yes, it comes with the anger. People mad at the system, the Willie Lynch agenda, the Willie Lynch agenda, the sodomite agenda, the Illuminati, so-called Illuminati agenda, and all these other different agendas against the indigenous people. And with the awareness of all these different conspiracies against the people, it can build up an anger, and that within itself is conquering you. Your anger is conquering you by destroying your aura field. And I'm speaking to myself and to you as well. But, I try to give you things that you can apply, not just philosophize about ancient times. But I must say, this is the Thanksgiving season, and they told indigenous people here, they told the Yamasee and the family of the Yamasee people, like the Washita and the Choctaw and the Seminole and the so-called Cherokee, this, that, and the fourth. They told the Yama people to get down and lay down. And a lot of different tribes got down or laid down. But let me tell you about the Yamasee people, or the the Yumase, or however you want to pronounce it. They said, "Fuck that. We ain't getting the that. We not gonna get down to lay down with the British. Everybody, the British are coming. The British are coming." They like, man, fuck them British. We gonna get it on. And if them British come over here up in the bush, that's their ass. So the Yamasee people, for those who don't know the connection between Yamasee and Washita and the so-called Olmecs and even the Arawak, the so-called Caribs, because remember those same Yama people came over to the Caribbean as well. But of course, different tribes, different names, of course, different languages, different dialects, whatever. We're not going to get into that. But yes, when you want to call it Zamaica, Yamaka, or Jamaica, or Jamaica, or Yamaka, or excuse me, Yamerica, you know, anyway, as Brother Ashwar Kwesi explained in one of his old lectures, he said that the turkey at Thanksgiving represents the head of the red man. As they conquered the red man and took his land and raped his woman, they sliced his head off and they put it on a silver tray. And that symbolism is the symbolism of the turkey. But it originally wasn't a turkey on a silver tray. It was the head of the indigenous man. See, this symbolism is deep because you see indigenous people quick to throw a turkey in the oven and celebrate Thanksgiving and not know that we are the indigenous people who they told to get down or lay down. See? So I'm going to go a little deeper into this subject matter in another reasoning session because remember, everything that they told us is a lie. I'm not saying be mad. But I have to tell you, every time I find out that everything they told us is a lie, once again, I get angry too sometimes, but I do my own different energy work, light work to, bring myself back to that force itself at the time. But, I can understand how that will piss you off. So this Thanksgiving, tell people the true history of Thanksgiving and give thanks every day. You already know, give thanks.